Welcome to another episode of Data Gurus. I am so excited that Eileen Campbell's here with me, and today we are at ResTecher Capital Markets Day.
Great to be here.
Thanks for coming down.
What a great day in New York.
It is. And Eileen, you are the CEO of Women Intuition.
Yep.
What does your company do?
So it's a consulting agency. Okay. So, I've been in the industry forever. And so now I just do a bit of consulting.
I translate that to doing projects that you love to do.
Exactly. Working with clients you love to work with. Exactly.
Yeah. So a lot of the conversation today is going to be talking to investors and other founders in the industry. And as you know, there's so much change afoot in the industry. What's your perspective on what's happening?
I think the one constant in our industry is change.
Yeah.
So, you've been around long enough to know that there was always going to be something that was going to blow us up. And what I think is really interesting is it's an industry full of resilient people who take those, winds of change and turn them into opportunity. So, I feel pretty confident the same thing will happen, in this juncture of change.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think we went from, the old days of, paper to phone to online and other disruptors.
Big data, social media, was all going to kill us.
Exactly. Yeah, I like the word resilience. And I think it's about being level-headed and really thinking about, what do we do from here and what are the strategies that will be durable.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you love about the industry?
Oh God, I've always loved sort of the diversity of the industry. Now, I've spent most of my career on the agency side.
Right.
So, one of the things I loved particularly as a young person in the industry is I didn't feel like I was shoehorned into being an expert on packaged goods or being an expert on automotive. So, I loved that sort of diversity. I also always loved kind of the interesting left brain, right brain mix. I'm the kid of a journalist who was pretty, left brain and a nurse who was pretty right brain, and somehow those
end of the two.
Has always been really interesting to me.
Yeah. Every time I talk to you, I always feel like you have such a sense of curiosity.
Yeah. I think that's, curiosity or nosy. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. We get to be nosy for a living.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you've invested in the space as well.
I have. I'm not a big investor in the space. I mean, as your financial advisor will tell you, if you're making your living in it, you probably shouldn't be all in on the category. But certainly since I left kind of full-time employment in the sector, I've invested judiciously.
Smart. Very smart. Eileen, thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to kick off the conference, and we'll have our one-on-one fireside
chat.
Great.
It's always great to chat with you, Seema.
Same. Thank you.